Are you resilient? It wasn't until a couple years ago that I even understood what resilience was and if I was even resilient. And I didn't really understand the level of resilience I had until I understood this one fundamental thing that determines greater resilience. I'm Thomas Edwards, creator and author of The One-Up Effect, helping top performers who have families have fun becoming their most complete self through purpose, play, passion, and performance. In this video today, I'm going to share with you what resilience really is and what you have right now that can help increase your resilience to face any challenge now and into the future. In the times that we live in today, a lot of the challenges that we're experiencing are actually from within. There's a lot of conflict of emotions and thoughts and things that are really challenging who we are today. And if we take a moment to just really step aside from all the external noise that's constantly trying to confuse us and really be with ourselves, we come to realize that there's some choices that we need to make in our lives that's going to really determine how we decide to live in the future, not just with ourselves, but with other people. And we have to understand inevitably that life is going to change. It's going to ebb and flow. There are going to be challenges and there are going to be some great times. There's going to be happiness and there's going to be some sadness. This is just part of the human experience. So I want to share with you how to understand resilience really, and the one key thing that you need in order to build better resilience. But I also want to share some key parts of what can help not just inspire resilience in you, but you can also inspire resilience in other people. Resilience is essentially being able to bounce back from challenges, from stresses, from emotional lows. This word has been something that has been kind of brought up and become more of a popular term, understanding how resilient we are. But the truth is, resilience is something that's very important for us as human beings. I think we collectively as a community need to learn to become more resilient so we can support not only ourselves, but each other to elevate our lives, elevate our well-being, and to live towards a greater purpose in life. What I've learned in my personal experience around resilience and what has led me to be able to really face a lot of internal conflict with myself, a lot of challenges externally, but also be able to create a better sense of well-being within myself, but inspire that in other people, is this one thing, which is willingness. When you're willing and you're open to learn new things, to have new experiences, it opens up a world of possibilities. You're basically saying that you're no longer accepting the life that you have right now as all that you can have. And you're opening yourself to a new possibility of what life can look like. And the moment you become willing is the moment you become resilient, because you understand that by taking on a new journey, there inevitably are going to be some lessons. There's inevitably going to be challenges that are going to take place, and you're willing to go through them, knowing that there is a greater destination, a greater purpose on the other side of that. So inherently, your willingness actually increases your level of willingness. But I also want to talk about some other things that you can do to create and build more resilience with you. The first thing is to create connections. I cannot stress this enough. Whenever you're taking on a new path, a new journey, a new challenge, it is so much better, and I believe almost easier, when you have other people with you, supporting you, cheering you on, and even taking the journey with you. Having a sense of connection is the key component to happiness, greater well-being, a longer lasting life, and even success. Because the truth is, when one ship rises, they all do. The second thing is acceptance. When you accept that change is a part of life, then you become more resilient. You become more flexible. You become more open and willing to lifing. And when you're able to get to that level of acceptance, then you're able to see things as they are and you're able to make adjustments. This is a part of resilience, is being able to be flexible, be able to be elastic, if you will, and being able to understand the ebbs and flows of life and being able to go with that and do it in such a way that's for your highest good. The third thing is to be hopeful. If you feel like you're in a funk right now and you're feeling sad or you're feeling unhappy, which is totally okay and a normal part of life, I also want you to take a moment and think about when you were happy, when you weren't sad, when life was actually pretty good. And understand that because you're accepting previously that life will have its dynamic and its ups and downs, that while you might be in your down right now, there inevitably will be an up. And when you're able to maintain that level of optimism, that level of hope, it actually can guide you towards that upside. It actually may even be able to accelerate the time it takes you to get back to that upside by maintaining that level of optimism. And the fourth thing is to take care of yourself. Ultimately, when it comes to resilience, I think one of the key components is our love of ourselves. If we love ourselves and we love ourselves unconditionally, then we don't worry so much about what happens to us. We ultimately think about what's happening for us and what we're to learn and to take from it that can allow us to become a better person. I think this alone can inspire so much confidence and inspiration in other people when people are able to see how loving, unconditionally accepting you are of yourself, flaws and all. And being able to do that can actually dramatically increase your resilience, especially during times of change, times of stress and challenge. But this is what I think. Comment below, let me know what you think. Do you find or consider yourself to be a resilient person? And how do you feel about the simplicity of how I describe how to determine greater resilience? Do you feel like you are willing? Do you have that sense of willingness in all areas of your life? And if you don't, what are some areas that you don't feel willing about? And is there something that you can do to change that if that's something you're willing to do? Comment below, let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell, get notified when we put out videos, which happen almost every single day. And if you found this video interesting or inspiring, please share this with someone who might find this interesting or inspiring too. I'd love to hear what they have to say and get them in on the conversation. And if you want to learn the exact process and science behind leveling up your health, wealth, self, marriage, family, and your career, have fun, and not have to sacrifice personal happiness or professional ambition, you can go to thomasedwardsjr.com. Once again, this is Thomas Edwards reminding you to make life a game that you can win and have fun playing. Until next time, I'll see you around.